Hey guys, how you been? Can you believe it? It's been a month plus a few weeks since I've actually seen you all in person. I'm hoping that you're watching these videos. If you can tell, I think you probably can, I'm sitting here in the kitchen of church. So what happens in the kitchen? Well, that's where we make food. And I'm pretty sure you noticed that in front of me are a couple bags of candy, and I have a box of donuts. I like candy, and I like donuts too. The sad thing is, during this time that we're kind of shut down and locked in our own homes a bit, I've been eating too much candy and I've been eating too many donuts. Man, I can't help it. They're right there in front of me, and they look so good. I'm just going to have one of them. I haven't even opened the box yet. Just give me a second here, because they're just tempting me so much. And these are my favorite kind of donuts. Besides, go figure. I love these kind of donuts. I'm going to just start to eat one if you don't mind. But because of this, I put on a few pounds, I suspect, during this time that we've been locked away at home. Because while we're locked away, we're just tempted to what? Eat candy and eat donuts and bake more and do things like that. Well, the truth is, we get tempted to do a lot of things lots of times. Like sometimes our brothers or our sisters make us mad, so we're tempted to what? Pop them in the nose, perhaps. Or sometimes we get tired of listening to mom and dad, so we get tired of doing the things they ask us to do, so we maybe say some not appropriate, nice things. We're tempted to do things all the time that we know we shouldn't do. Jesus was tempted too. I'm going to read you a story from the Bible about Jesus being tempted. Today you can find our story in Matthew. It's Matthew 4, and it's simply entitled The Temptation of Jesus. It reads like this. Then Jesus was led up by the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted by the devil. He fasted, that means he didn't eat, for 40 days and 40 nights, and afterward he was famished. Well, who wouldn't be? The tempter came, the devil came and said to him, "If you are the Son of God, command these stones to become loaves of bread." But Jesus answered, "It is written, one does not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of God." Then the devil took him to a holy city and placed him at the top of the temple and said to him, "If you are the Son of God, throw yourself down, for it is written, God will command his angels concerning you, and on their hands they will bear you up, so you do not dash your foot against the stone." And Jesus said to him, "Again it is written, do not put the Lord your God to the test." Again the devil took him to a very high mountain and showed him all the kingdoms of the world and all the splendor that could be his, and said to him, "All these I will give you if you fall down and worship me." And Jesus said to him, "Away with you, Satan, for it is written, worship the Lord your God and serve him only." Then the devil left him, and suddenly the angels came and waited upon him. Well, that's my story in the Bible today, but let's face it, we're all tempted to do things that we know we shouldn't do from time to time. Maybe we're tempted not to do our homework or listen to our parents. Maybe we're even tempted to do something like lie, or maybe even steal something from a store. Well, I really believe that that's the devil tempting you. But you know what? If you have Jesus living right here in your heart, when those temptations come, and they will come, you will be able to be strong and stand up for what's right, and what's good, and what's just, and what's fair. That's my hope for you today, as we are still locked away, just to show that love of Jesus. Be with me for a short prayer. Wondrous God, give us the power to say no to the things that we know are wrong in our life. Amen. All right, well, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my donut. I did start to eat it after all, and I'm hoping you all have a good rest of the day, See you later.